What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome back here for another recap video. Today we are finishing up in the green, up $1,142. Sorry, my head's in the way there. Yep, $1,142. Pretty decent day. Market was very hot. And like I was saying in the pre-market pump, which I do every single day, which is my pre-market live stream from 9 a.m. to 9:30 every single day. I was saying, the market's likely going to continue to be hot after we saw MIRA on Monday. This one had a massive move from 66 cents up to $5. And prior to that, we had SERV. And this really started to pave the way for significant runners throughout today's session. And since 7 a.m., I was sitting down here at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time and I didn't stop trading until the close. And actually was even considered trading after hours. So I was, traded like 8 to 10 hours today, sitting in this chair looking at the market. But this is definitely one of the days where it's definitely better to kind of hang in there, because opportunity was coming left and right. And in the pre-market pump, I was saying, we got to stay on our toes, and we got to constantly be shifting, because the market is going to constantly be shifting the attention of traders to different stocks throughout the day. And so we don't want to be trading any significant stock or any stock that's up significantly on the day, which starts to lose attention, and we're the one getting caught trading backside when something else is starting to pop up. So being able to be nimble today was definitely key. We did have a lot of gappers, so even starting at 7 a.m., we had GPAC. Like GPAC, I thought this would be one of the big winners today, but very strong out of the gates at 7 a.m., ripping from 17 cents up to 52 cents to all but give it back by the end of the day. This is the type of market that we're in, and if you were the one getting caught trading backside, thinking that this is going to be the next big stock, you missed all of the other movers that happened today. Just like AZRT. AZRT starts popping up. AZRT, right? Maybe I'm wrong here. ARZT? AZRT. ARZT. Let me take a look here. AZTR. AZTR. Bit of a tough name there, but yeah, if you were busy getting stuck or getting too attached to one gapper, you would have missed AZTR, SLRX. We had ALLR popping up. Well, this one was after hours, but we had HOLO today. We had a little bit of CJET, RGC. We had a little bit of HOLO today. We had ATCH. Another one that I did well on was ADIL. ADIL was another pretty significant gapper today. But yeah, right out of the gates, AZTR did very well here. I was going to trade it. I was testing my orders here in the first opening minute candle, but I was getting floating orders. I was getting floating orders on AZTR with one share, so that prohibited me from trading the first 1 minute candle of the open on AZTR. Even though I was in at $6 with my one share, it was a floating order and just pretty much just rode that candle all the way up and filled me at the high. And that's Charles Schwab sometimes. That's Thinkorswim sometimes. You're just going to get those floating orders in some key areas, especially at the first 1 minute candle to open for the market. And that's just something you kind of have to deal with. It comes with I guess it comes with the platform, since this is a consistent issue that we have. But after that, I was focused on ADIL as AZTR was resuming and continuing higher. I was dialed in on ADIL, and really forgot to check back in with AZTR, because I was doing pretty well. I'm up 700 or so on ADIL, and I didn't really feel the need that I needed to shift back over to AZTR, even though it was halting up, was doing very well. and was really making a massive move. I felt like, you know, if I'm making decent money here on ADIL, I think I should stick with, you know, what I'm doing with what I'm making money on, versus trying to chase AZTR into the highs after it just made an absolute $3-4 move. So from there, I kind of let AZTR kind of make its move without me, and I'm finishing in the red actually on the stock, down $34 on a gapper that literally went from $1 up to $12 a share. So, and that's one interesting thing that happened today. ADIL though was the main winner for today for me. I think this one was mostly clean. We did have a nice pre-market breakout. First pullback, curling back up, breaking through the highs, and then continuing higher. Nice, little bit choppy here for this flag here, but we did continue higher and started to extend all the way up to 3. I did think that we would eventually curl up and break 3 again, either after this consolidation here over the previous high, or this consolidation here over VWAP and this previous low, and inflection point of the previous low and previous high down here. I thought we would eventually curl back up. So I did take a small position looking to add into it. So I got in here at around 230 looking for the eventual curl, looking for a little bit of longer hold time. Because I thought, you know, the market's hot. You know, I think that, you know, we have a good potential of curling back up. This has definitely been a big winner on the day. And then before you know it, you know, I look back and this thing's already down at $1.90. So it took about a 35-40 cent loss there on small size there on ADIL. That's just a risk that you have to take, but it was on small share size, so it didn't really impact my day too much. Another thing was RGB, red, green, blue, I think, right? RGB. This day was so long, I don't know any of these tickers that I traded. RGC, red, green, cyan. So yeah, RGC was another massive move. 3 all the way up to $32 a share. And this is the type of price action that's very not for the beginner traders. It's for much advanced trading styles because of the halt action and how huge the range is. The range is and the extraordinary huge, where the spread is $3 or $4 a share. You're literally trading a $3 or $4 a share spread. And this thing is like, the spread is literally the halt levels, pretty much. The spread on the stock is the halt levels, the halt band down, the halt band up. So, you know, you could have got in early to kind of just hopefully just ride this thing up. But, you know, I mean, at this point, you know, anyone could argue that this is extended here, or extended here, or extended here, extended here, extended here, and certainly extended up here. So, I mean, this thing just climbed, you know, $30 a share without any red candle, which is absolute bonkers. This thing pulls back, in hindsight 2020, but crazy dip buy here. Curls all the way back up. We have a nice clean kind of ascending wedge pattern, which hindsight, again, is too clean. It's suspiciously clean. And we break 30 up to 32. We get pinned to the halt up, and we flash down into halt down. So I'm the guy here. I had a small position here, adding in here in the halt, and then adding again on the halt resumption. We break 30, and I'm thinking this is going to be a huge winner. This thing is going up to $50 a share, $60 a share. It's going to keep going, going. And we're pinned to the halt up level. Well, maybe I can just show you on the video. We're pinned to the halt up level, and then instantly we just flash down, pinned to the halt down, and we open up. We literally open up $10 lower from my average. So I took a $10 a share loss. A $10 a share loss. Put me green to red on the stock. But thank God I trade small share size on something like this. I'm sure as hell not trading 500 shares, not even trading 100 shares. But imagine if I took like 250, 500 shares on this stock. I would be down $3,000, $5,000 on this stock, on this trade. Would have been my biggest loser ever. But I did identify that this is a very, very risky type of stock. So this is not the type of stock that I perform very well on. I recognize that, and I was able to kind of adjust my share size and my risk accordingly. So I didn't blow up my entire green day. But we can take a look at these trades. But this was my, as far as dollar per share, this is my biggest loss for sure. For sure. It's a very tricky day. I mean, a lot moving. It's easy to get overwhelmed. So for beginner traders, don't be disappointed if you're very overwhelmed today. It's very common to be overwhelmed. You're probably not going to adjust to this type of action for quite a while. It's easy to be flustered. It's easy to get flustered. It's easy to get stressed. Easy to get overwhelmed, and those emotions can really affect your trading. So it's completely normal. And if you're a beginner trader, I would even suggest in a market like this to even size down if you're a beginner trader, because of the overwhelming amounts of opportunity, which could also, there's huge risk and huge reward. A lot of these setups are huge risk and huge reward. So for beginner traders who are not used to this type of market, it's best to exercise a little bit of caution. But if you are a seasoned trader, then it's always best in a market like this to step it up. This is the type of market that you can make, 20%, 30% of your yearly profit in 1 week. This is that type of market. So, stepping up in this type of market could be a really good idea. It's something that I need to continually to be pushing consciously and almost forcefully pushing share size. Forcing myself out of my comfort zone. But I do notice that I am a lot better for taking losses. I'm no longer as emotionally stirred up taking losses. So I'm a lot more emotionally composed. Here it is. Yeah, so this is this first trade here. I didn't even have it on here, but yeah, it just dumped. Yeah, I was like looking at a different stock. Where's that RGC trade? Did I not record that? Yeah, it looks like that was after I was finished recording. Let's see if I have any big trades here for ADIL. I think it was just a lot of small winners adding up. Looks like I had a decent trade down here. Let's take a look. So yeah, we test 3, looking for that pullback. So testing psychological resistance of 3, pulling back, trying to fish for the low here. Okay, getting in. 2K shares there at 75. Not quite the low there, coming a little lower. Let's get back in. It's in 74. Flat. Could have held that. I could have held that. I think it's going to come a little lower. Looks like it's coming lower here. Again at 72. Getting back in at that 72 area. Now here we go. Holding on to that. Very nice. Up 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents. 8 cents a share. 8 cents a share on that dip. Very nice. Very beautiful trade there. So that was a decent dip there. Down here is where I really needed to get aggressive. Yeah, so I didn't even record. Looks like I was late to my recording. Yeah, I do remember that. I wasn't recording, and I forgot to record. So I don't have any of this recorded here. So it was previously very choppy up here, so it's a little bit nervous taking this entry, but here we go, taking it in the highs. Looks like I completely butchered that. Looks like I completely messed that up. I was in at the right area, but I sold way too soon. I got faked out there at the high. A little bit of resistance kind of shook me out. So little mistakes like that, it could be definitely a bigger green day. Yeah, so it looks like I didn't have any significant huge trade today, which is fine. This is definitely going to go in the books for probably my worst trade ever, as far as dollar per share loss. And then also, yeah, that other trade there on, I forget it. I honestly forget what it was again. I traded so many stocks today. I honestly have no idea what I traded where. ALLR maybe? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I've been sitting here since 6:30 in the morning. It's now 7:30 p.m. So we're gonna wrap it up. Let's take a quick look at my running P&L. I just wanted to do a recap since it's been a while since I did do a recap, and this is sort of one of those outlier days that I feel obligated to make a recap since it's such an important day. It's one of those days where you kind of have to make a recap because you don't see days like this very often. So here is my running P&L, and you can see, lots of massive pullbacks. So like, looks like I was trading pre-market. I was trading pre-market early, 7 a.m. I had a decent cushion, about $100 on the day so far by coming into the open, climbing up to about 467, and then in like one trade, boom, down to 283. So about a $200 loss, climbing all the way back up to 670, and then in one trade, boom, down to 414. So another $250 swing. So some decent losses today. So some work. There's definitely some work to do. When it's a lot of opportunity, I feel like I like to overtrade. I like kind of jump on anything's moving. Just kind of take any kind of C quality, B quality setup, which may not be the best sort of strategy. Maybe the best way to go about a hotter market is when you do see the B and A quality setups, maybe pushing even harder just with the share size, and then kind of forgetting about those C quality setups, because the B and A quality setups are just giving 10x profit, 10x 10R, where previously we were only getting 2R, which means 10 times your risk. So if I'm risking 10 cents, let's say for a breakout, and I'm risking 5 cents on a $5 stock. Previously, in a colder market, the stock would go from $5, break out from $5, and go up to maybe $5.10. And I'd have a nice 10-cent winner. I made 2R. Beautiful. My risk was $4.95 for a breakout or bailout trade. But in the past couple of days, these breakouts have been going from 5 to 5.50. And that would be a 10R move. So I'm risking 5 cents, $4.95 for the $5 breakout. We see the breakout all the way up through 5.50 with a 50-cent profit. That's 10R, 10 times the risk that I was taking on the trade. So on those specific trades and those A quality, B quality setups, those are the trades I need to focus on with taking massive share size, taking more share size, and stepping it up. So that's it for the recap. Hopefully you guys were able to get green today. It was, there's a lot moving. Attention was constantly shifting, so we had to be on our toes. And I don't think that this is going to let up for maybe the next couple of days. Hopefully a couple of weeks this continues. It's always nice to see stocks moving, opportunity, coming and going, because even if you do take a big loss, there's an opportunity right around the corner. And in the hotter market, that opportunity could be seconds away, minutes away. So we always got to be prepared. And I'm anticipating it's going to continue to be hot for the next couple of days. And I want to use these previous 2 days as sort of like a cushion, sort of as a cushion to kind of scale up and leverage that into a bigger day, and sizing up even bigger. So hopefully, you guys were able to capitalize on this opportunity, but if not, it's okay. It's okay. The market's always going to be here for us, and every single day we got to use that as an opportunity to improve. So we cannot get down on ourselves, even if we had a crappy day and everybody else is making money, and maybe you're the only person who you feel like you're the only person who did bad, or you're the only person who traded poorly. You got to reframe it as, everyone's on their own journey, and everyone has their own skills as far as what specific style they like to trade, what specific type of stock they like to trade, specific tempo of trading. Maybe it's hyperscale, maybe it's a little bit longer hold time, maybe penny stocks or larger spreads, etc., 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 and use it as an opportunity to learn your specific style. Maybe these types of stocks that have been moving are not your specific style. So you got to use that as an opportunity to grow, and always consistently be reviewing your trades, reviewing your recordings, and doing whatever you can to improve. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later. See you tomorrow for the pre-market pump, 9 a.m. Peace.